Well, I found Heismay, the dude that we had the bounty for, and one, they were not exactly what we looked like, and two, when we confronted him about all these kidnappings, he didn't know what we were talking about. So now we're trying to lure him out and see what's going on.
Heismay, come out!
It's because he has very sensitive ears. That's why we're doing this.
Show yourself!
I'm sure you're all confused right now.
Wow, that's some crazy echo.
Kind of nice getting to let loose. Long as I'm yelling anyway. Louise! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
Gasp! Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knight's Order!
Is this what we've come to? Saying whatever's on our minds? Well, so be it.
Annika! Sound of your wings keeps me up at night! Stroll, you think you're so smart! Hulkenberg, you're... I am absolutely not old-fashioned or stubborn! You didn't even finish.
Enough! Stop this infernal din!
That's the guy. I don't know why he looks like that. Yeah, he's there's no way he's actually
What do you think
kidnapping
would happen
people.
if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
Oh, by the way, he saved us from a human as well. And then we fought him, and then I think he was sandbagging.
Here's our guest of honor at
And then he ran
last.
away.
It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
And why's that, Lady Knight?
You've lost a child yourself, haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee.
Yeah, but he saved us.
The people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave. I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
So you're
What?
finally ready to fight us properly.
Draw steel.
What? We just did this like 5 minutes ago. Oh, he's being serious this time.
If I'm to take your life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
Brother, you could have just said it was not you.
We'll make you talk.
Yes, we shall have the truth from you.
Here I come.
We literally
I
just
was
did
saving
this. And he did that too. Yeah, once again, I feel hesitation in his attacks. This happened last time. Oh my
Not
god.
getting away this time.
No, he might just get away, honestly.
Well, it's staying away.
Where'd he go?
How about this?
Is that all?
It's like the same exact fight.
My strength. Stroll, your speed's down.
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
For all that we strive for. Captain,
I shall
they've
fight
slowed
as
us
the
down.
warrior. Hack and slash.
A blunder.
A blunder.
This should work.
He does that every single turn.
Ha! Die!
flesh wound.
Nice, 8 damage.
All these copies. I wonder if there's some way to tell them apart.
What? Is there a way? I've just been attacking whoever's in front of me.
Falling back.
Hulkenberg's moving slower.
Hmm.
Time for some close combat.
Is there a difference between any of them?
I'll get some distance.
Captain,
Charging
it's
in.
slowing down.
I don't know. They all look exactly the same to me.
Let's go. We can do this.
Trust me.
Helpful as ever.
By the swamp. I'm stepping back.
Huh. Take this.
So, you saw through my illusion. Even so, let us clean up this mess.
I shall vanquish evil.
Allow me to use this.
You also can't do like a group type attack.
Something's off. That copy doesn't have a...
It doesn't have a what?
Time for
They
some-
all look the same. Oh my god, the gaslighting is real.
Only one way to find out.
To the rear guard. Forward.
Oh my god. They look the same.
Falling back.
One of them doesn't have
Charging
something.
in. To the rear guard.
How
Nothing.
disappointing.
How disappointing.
How about this?
Tactic. This is nothing.
Oh, please.
Hulkenberg's moving slower.
Huh. Right there.
That all you have? I have
So obviously between these two, one of them's fake, and then one of them's real. So let me look at these two real quick. What? I don't know, man. They look exactly the same.
You think yourself equal to a UG's agility? A blunder. Let us clean up this mess.
Healer. We're not out of this yet.
Thank you.
My thanks.
By the I defer to you.
I can't. I call upon royal power within. Tougher than I thought.
He didn't do his clones. Why not?
Come forth, royal soul. Still here?
Hulkenberg's moving
blunder.
slower.
Join with me.
A blunder.
We'll team up.
They yet cling to life.
Slash!
Wait.
What? Oh, I forgot how to. It's just called you forget. You can't use
Captain's
skills.
lost his memory.
No holding
Can't
back.
use any skills.
All right,
Then
you.
my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
I just want to know what was the difference between the clones. That is a lot of XP.
That'll do. Not bad at all.
I have never known such heights.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We'll have our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
Look around you, lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
That's a good question.
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A UG drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me? They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
And thus, you held back against us. didn't you? You never intended to take our lives. Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
What do you think? Is Heismay really our kidnapper?
No. Yeah, he's the culprit.
I don't think he's the culprit.
I agree. That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully.
Yeah, $100,000 bounty, by the way.
It was the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
Sounds to me like between the guard corps and Heismay, one of them could be lying.
What if he actually is the culprit?
Remember when we first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't even mention that. When we got to this place, a giant human sandworm thing ate us alive. And I had to fight my way out of it. They didn't tell me about that.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd. No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place the request.
Yeah, I probably because they're not strong enough to beat this guy in a fight.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Like I said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot. Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains. What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
Well, actually, no.
Give it a rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us and nobody wins.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
That's because of the worm that ate us.
Ugh, don't remind me.
So how do I... Oh, we just brought him
Sorry,
aboard.
but you'll have to bear with us.
He's
Don't
tied
mind
up.
me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead.
Agreed.
Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guards.
I'm really glad Stroll's using his head. You know, don't tell him that we have him, obviously.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
What do you mean? Just leave him here with, Nurus. He would love to sleep here and then the gauntlet runner.
Steady on. You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone.
Yes, we are.
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And further, you've a Lady of the Knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story,
It's a really long story. I'll just tell him we're after Luis.
The truth is, we're going after Luis.
Yeah, let me just tell this guy that we can't trust the most important thing in the story.
Luis, the monstrous child himself, eh? So you're not just grasping at power. You've got convictions. But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
I think Hulkenberg should have stayed back. That would have been interesting watching Stroll trying to manipulate the guard into seeing what's actually going on. Now it's up to me and Hulkenberg, and I don't trust myself. What a
Hey.
terrible day. I hope Neros and the others are okay. Alright, so we just have to literally rest up.
Good night.
No.
Time marches on.
This
and
is
the
pretty
age of the new
interesting.
king draws nearer.
Because after we got eaten by the sandworm and we got out of it, Stroll did mention, what if this is a trap? I didn't really think about it too
I
much.
dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all.
But then when I saw Heismay, yep, I was like, this can't be the guy. And when we found him, he beat some random human we couldn't even see. So he has to be innocent.
I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake?
What's happening?
Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Whoa. Well, I mean, Heismay is literally tied up, so it wasn't him.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right?
Yep.
If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not,
Yep. So we'll go check the Gauntlet Runner right now.
we need to get to the runner, quick.
Watch him actually not be there. Another plot twist. He's drunk!
Where's Stroll?
You idiot! What happened?
Speak, man. Are you alright? Where's Heismay? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Neurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
What?
Wow, what a mess.
Bro used some next level genjutsu on him.
You witless. Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it. Ah!
What happened? Oh, he's here.
Now, what's all the commotion?
Alright, so he's innocent. Maybe it was Stroll that kidnapped them.
Ah, that was it. He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
Wow.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself!
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Neurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
That's what scared him?
I don't think he's lying.
Stroll, where are you?
With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else.
It's a boot.
Children's shoes.
Oh.
It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Maybe it was a guard. You know, somebody from the inside that's doing it. Maybe it's Barden.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
What?
Inside the town?
I didn't even see my options.
Logically, yes.
Man.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
I don't think that's a good idea, but I think it's gonna happen.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head. I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Yeah, you would probably die.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal.
What do you mean? We don't have to tell them that we have you. They don't even know that we went out there. That one guy with Barden, he told us about the time to go the sandworm thing. Actually, it's probably that guy. How would he know that specifically?
You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Dude, it's probably one of the guards. I would not be surprised if it was literally the guy that told us about that 5 days thing.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Please tell me we're not bringing Heismay. Oh my god.
I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
God, this is so stupid. Why would we do that? We could have just asked other questions. Like, hey, bro, we didn't find him. Like, I don't know, give us a lead or something. Morris, okay, this guy, he's, just look at his facial expression. I think it's him.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
Okay, Stroll's coming out way too hot out the gate. This is not how you do it. But I do think it's that guy right there.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him. Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Yeah, I don't think it's Barden. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I'm not sure if this guy is necessarily kidnapping the kids. But he definitely set us up, just from that information that I gathered right there.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
That's a really good question, actually. He's the only one in this entire town, and he doesn't even live here?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
Oh, it's Morris that has the information. How convenient.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that.
Okay.
I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area? What did you say?
What?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
What did that guy just say? To UG. This guy's not making any sense.
He's obviously our culprit.
Oh my god, now he's getting really defensive.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true? Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
So this guy's stealing the kids, and where is he putting them?
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here.
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that?
What's going on?
Did you hear it, lad?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
Fiends, that's plural. So it's not just Morris. What?
gone.
He could do that the whole time?
Heismay,
He came here willingly.
find him. Secure the exits. Don't let him escape.
What is going on?
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I don't know, but I think we're about to be in some trouble.
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
Yeah.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heismay with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
Yep.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Crazy work, man.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Nuris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No, I saw something.
He saw something.
It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog.
What? A human?
It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell.
Well, I can see why he drank himself to sleep now. This makes sense.
It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
Where was Stroll when this happened?
There, you're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heismay.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
This is turning into a mystery mission now. No good. They say they haven't found Heismay yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gate. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Fie.
What are our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Oh, there, over here. It's Barden.
Evidently.
Oh, look.
Huh?
Why is Heismay with you? The guard at the gate said they not found him yet.
Good to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth, to know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off to start with, oddball as a lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is,
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child scream? What? And Lady Joanna is, well, she is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. Oh, I don't know if I said childish, I mean childless. So they're, wait, what? Oh, okay, I don't know what's going on. No child could get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
it's absurd.
I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I'm nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course, after all, if we can't use your head for the competition, we'll need a replacement anyway. Huh.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seemed to us like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch. Not under all our noses. But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. And Heismay's the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then. You should be able to get there from Blindwell Alley at the end of Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post. I'm counting on all of you. A well leading to an underground channel.
What is it?
Oh, we can just go there now.
All right then.
Oh, it's right here. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, it's literally just a well.
Ready?
The kidnapped children should be in here.
Let's go.
Yeah, I guess I'm ready.
However,
I don't know how big this dungeon's gonna be.
Keep your wits about you.
What? That's him.
On, get the bait moving already. That thing goes out of control. We'll be dinner.
Oh yeah, he's got the kids.
You can't run from us.
Please. Help.
The child yet lives.
Man, Morris, this is not a good look.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. That means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault. If you've got something to say, say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
No, dogs.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
No, further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
Oh no, is it a human?
The bigger that beast back there, the more its watchdogs start changing with it. One of them's gonna make a meal of it.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
This from a bloody-eyed Eugene? Look to your own sins, sir. You were just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You foil!
No, 'tis true in part.
What? Flashback? No, cutscene.
'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar, who falters in memory.
Archetype?
O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken.
Dude, this guy's gonna join the party.
Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
Yep. He's gonna rip out his heart because that's very good for you. Who needs those? Those are overrated. He can fly? He's a flying squirrel.
I am Heismay Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands, soiled or sinless, I fight! Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard!
This is probably gonna be insanely easy.
Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
We got 4 people now.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge. I show no mercy!
In the name of justice.
In the name of justice, I'm gonna chop all your heads off.
It is yours.
I'll cut you down.
Oh wow, he actually lived.
It's okay. We can do this.
Oh no, Heismay's been burned. Any attacks on him are gonna burn. Fight that!
Slash!
Now. Hack and slash.
Nice. I told you that was gonna be easy. We got a new party member. Each of those dogs gave 200 XP. Not too shabby. Look at him run.
Stop!
I don't think they're gonna stop Stroll. Pretty sure. Oh wow.
The bastard got away.
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Heismay.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
It's probably a human.
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane moral person.
You don't think it's Luis, right?
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Barden for now.
I think it's safe to say Morris is fired. Hey, my popularity rank went up quite a bit. 3,700. After saving the children, I can expect my support from the townspeople to grow.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
It was thanks to your help, too.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the kid screaming from her room or whatever.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
Hey, that monster down there, that could be our head that we could present for the tournament for the throne. In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Luis's eye. That's what I was saying. Besides, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this. And we'll do it not just for ourselves, but the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue. Especially not in my name. I believe in you.
Well, that was easy.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
It's in a few days? Really?
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
I left Heismay to calm down a little in the Gauntlet Runner as he wished, and decided to return to the inn with everyone else. Okay, first let's rest up. What is this?
Young man, hey!
Then...
No, it's fine.
I get it.
Thanks, though. Let's just rest up.
Good night.
I noticed the days in this game are much longer than Persona. Maybe because so much happened, but I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to the Gauntlet Runner and read in the evening breeze. Oh, okay. That's exactly what I did.
That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
To tell you the truth, we're a secret organization.
Haha.
Really? Well, you're not very organized for an organization. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you, Jeeves. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else.
That's pretty sad.
My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
And from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure then.
Teamwork.
The aloof hermit, Heismay. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow. If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course.
How do you know that?
Long as we're both awake, might I have a look at that old novel of yours?
Oh, hell yeah. My storybook, The Cat in the Hat. Let's go check it out. It's gonna give us wisdom as to what's happening right now, I bet.
So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I think we only have like so many days before I guess we gotta go to Oceania, which I was not aware of until just now.
So,
Yeah, we gotta go down there, kick their butts.
It's in your hands.
So, what's my time limit looking like?
Let's focus.
Apprehend the real kidnapper. That's 4 stars right there. The culprit behind the abductions must be found. It begins by finding the guardsman Morris. But I also need a mark for the exhibition. We must infiltrate Kriganti Castle. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit. What's the time limit?
The search begins.
Really?
And there's a lot of sales today. Requests. Wait, there's no deadline here? What do you mean? That's very strange.
More people missing.
Mission 12. Oh, we have 12 days. I believe, right? Days until departure from Materia 12. Why does it say mission? Well, I'll be working on that now. Because the way this game works is there's a bunch of random ass things you can do which will just bog down the pacing. So I'm going to try and mostly focus on main story stuff. So whenever I get down there and find the real guy or whatever, then I'll show you. Until then, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.